This past week, he issued a rare condemnation of President Trump's threat to destroy Iranian civilization. The Pope called it, quote, truly unacceptable. He also took the unusual step of issuing a call to action.
Contact the authorities, political leaders, congressmen, to ask them, tell them to work for peace and to reject war always.
The Holy Father usually avoids calling out President Trump by name or any member of his administration. But in a Palm Sunday homily, he appeared to reference the religious language Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who is Christian but not Catholic, often uses to frame the war.
Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle.
Pope Leo warned that Jesus, quote, does not listen to the prayers of those who wage war.
It is, Terrell, new reaction this morning from Chicago's Catholic community following what's become a battle between the leader of the U.S. and the leader of the Catholic Church. This as Pope Leo just arrived in Algeria on a first ever papal visit, calling for peace in world affairs.
President Donald Trump taking aim at Pope Leo, blasting the first American pontiff over his criticism of the war with Iran. The president used a lengthy social media post to sharply criticize the Pope, saying he didn't think the Chicago-born leader of the Catholic Church is doing a very good job, and that, quote, he's a very liberal person.
He's a man that doesn't think that we should be toying with a country that wants a nuclear weapon so they can blow up the world.
His comments come after Pope Leo suggested that the war is being fueled by what he calls a delusion of omnipotence and demanded that political leaders stop and negotiate peace.
We don't like a pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon. We don't want a pope that says crime is okay in our cities. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo.
While on board the papal flight from Rome to Algeria, Pope Leo telling reporters he is simply focused on spreading the message of the gospel.
I have no fear at the end of the Trump administration, nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel. And that's what I believe I am called to do, what the church is called to do.
I do not look at my role as being political or politician. I don't want to get into a debate with him.
Parishioners at Holy Name Cathedral this morning with strong reactions to the president over the two sparring.
As a Christian and a Catholic,
he's the Pope, brother. There's no better depiction. There is perhaps no greater indication that American religiosity is just totally phony than not even having like a little bit of reverence, a little bit of respect for the Catholic Church and the papacy. We are a nation of heretics, okay? I just don't understand.
I've had enough. I've just had enough. I've supported many things he's done. I'm actually in favor of what we're doing in Iran, but this country needs real leadership, and what we're getting now is an absolute disgrace. And Americans need to stand up because it's disgusting.
I think it's deplorable that the President of the United States would take aim at our first American Pope, and instead of working together and having an understanding to attack is the wrong way to do it.
Archbishop of Chicago, Cardinal Blaise Cupich, also on CBS's 60 Minutes, criticizing Trump's rhetoric on social media and dehumanizing the victims of war, he says.
It is sickening to splice together movie cuts with actual bombing and targeting of people for the purposes of entertainment is sickening. This is not who we are. We're better than this.
And the White House has defended the videos, saying they highlight the success of the U.S. military. While it's not unusual for popes and presidents to necessarily not agree or share the same interests, it is rare for the Pope to criticize a U.S. leader and the president to directly respond.
I'm not sure if you saw.
We did. I saw that. Yeah. You think you're Jesus, but you're not.
For that picture, he will be taking a one-way trip to Gehenna hell.
Oh. I don't think President Trump posted that. I think somebody else posted that.
Oh.
It's whatever.
Oh, here we are. We're in the first stage. Okay, cope. Maximum cope. Oh, it must not have been my president. My president wouldn't do such a thing. It's like, brother, what planet are you living on? out of all of the presidents, historically, out of all the presidents around the world in like Western nations, Trump is probably the only president that's likely to post some shit like that about himself. What are you talking about?
The media wants you to believe is what gets posted most of the time.
Even though it's on his account. I mean, the media didn't post that.
Somebody.
Dog, this is such a funny argument because Trump also admitted to posting it. Someone said Gaddafi. Yeah. The reason why I said that, democratically elected Western nations, because like there are some, interesting fellows around the world that might, fancy themselves, might depict themselves in a similar fashion. That's why I said like it's most likely Trump out of all of the OECD nation leaders. Oh, bummer did it all the time.
Else posted that, AI or somebody. President Trump didn't post that.
I don't know if he has a Christian mentor, spiritual mentor. He definitely needs one. This is not okay by any means.
Sometimes you have to look beyond what the eye can see and see the deeper meaning from that post. What I see is a light in his hand. From what I see is him laying hands and healing the sick, which is what we have been called to do.
What do America's Christian faithful make of the president's pop at the Pope?
I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person.
I voted for him. I like him a lot, but there are times he's kind of going overboard.
Is he in trouble?
No. These videos are so funny because it's just like it directly proves what I've been saying about American Christianity usually. Like it's so fake. It's just a cult. It's a Trump cult. It's Christian nationalism. It's totally ridiculous. It's just a bunch of people playing, doing tricks on it. Okay, these guys got a Christ-like figure in their minds, who happens to be the Antichrist, honestly. But that's it.
I don't think so.
I think before anybody criticizes the Pope, they need to think more than twice.
And what do they make of this?
I do support the president. I do not support what he just did there.
No, I never saw that before.
You sure that's not AI?
Yes, this is Trump as Jesus, an AI image posted by him, now deleted, by the way. I'm in Virginia at Holy Trinity, Gainesville, beyond the Washington, D.C. bubble. Trump does well in communities like this, but then so too does religion. Monday midday mass is well attended in this huge suburban church. So what happens here when Trump compares himself to Jesus and takes on the Pope? He posted the image of himself as Jesus.
Oh, well, that's a little over the top, I think. But yes.
But he still has.
Dog, if you're going to Monday midday mass, and you still have, an inconsistent statement here, you might as well just not go to Monday midday mass. Like, what the are you talking about? I'm more Christ-like than you. I'm a more committed defender of Christianity than you are at that point. And I'm not, right? I'm not a Christian at all. What good is it that you're going to Monday midday mass and then you turn around and you're like, oh, well, it's not my favorite. It's like, that's unbelievable.
You'll support for now.
Yes.
The ones that vote for him are going to vote for him through thick and thin, no matter what, because aside from this picture, this is the best president we've ever had, bar none.
And while we were talking, back in Washington, the president was backtracking.
They're all your favorites.
Sort of.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support.
As for the Pope, well,
we support the bombing of.
Had this.
I have no fear of neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel.
Finally then, why is the president lashing out at the Pope? Well, maybe because he hears him and he fears him. He can't remove him, he can't destroy him like he has so many of his opponents, his political opponents. The Pope is above all that. He's also an American. His voice resonates here far more.
There's nothing to apologize for. He's wrong.
But there's something else too, I think. precisely because he's an American, Trump thinks he can more easily cast him as one of them, not one of us. And remember, 55% of American Catholics gave Trump their vote in 2024. They are watching this fight for sure.